come on in my cribs right here, folks. Dude, check out just the cabinet in the fridge alone. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna continue working on our apocalypse rig. And as you know, there's a bunch of crazy stuff going on in the world right now with the coronavirus. A lot of states, cities, and stores are shutting down. So hopefully you guys are staying safe and healthy out there. We love you guys. But one way we're gonna prepare for this to keep putting out content for you guys while you guys are either sitting at home, quarantined, or something like that, we're actually gonna run to a bunch of stores and buy as much supplies, paint, anything that we need for our projects that are going on right now, because our city is not shut down just yet, but they are shutting down slowly, and we want to just be prepared for that. So right now it's actually raining, but we got the perfect rig for this. Let's go ahead, run around to a few stores and see what we can come up with. All right, so our very first stop was actually Tractor Supply. We're checking out some of their propane tanks and also some water tanks. The reason why we're checking out the propane tanks is because we already ordered a bracket for the regular size tanks, but we just noticed there's some more bigger tanks. We might just go with the bigger one that'll last like about a month, but we are gonna be running like a stove and all that good stuff. As for the water tank, I don't think we're gonna have a shower on the inside, probably just like run a nozzle on the outside. So this 35-gallon tank right here should be perfect. I mean,
we just gotta figure out how to mount it, you know. Exactly. That'd be nice, because that is like a one you have to mount standing up, but if we can mount it like upside down,
because this is definitely going on the outside of the rig, right? Underneath it or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. So it'll be easier to fill up and stuff like that. And we'll put like an electric pump on it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like a nice little electric pump.
Just to run like the sink and maybe an outside shower nozzle, you know what I mean?
Exactly, but we're not gonna purchase anything yet. We're actually gonna run to the Home Depot. We just wanted to see what they had. Let's just go ahead and run to the next door. All right, so we're here at the Home Depot. We already loaded up a bunch of supplies for the bed slash little bench area that we're gonna build. And also we're checking out a bunch of appliances, microwaves, mini fridges, and sinks and all that good stuff. Cabinets, look at all these cabinets we got here. We got tons of options, but we're just trying to configure our layout. That way we don't like take up too much space. So we haven't decided on the fridge that we're gonna go with. We may even go with the full size mini fridge, right?
Yeah, full size mini fridge, depending on how wide the cabinets are, because that's like one of the issues we're running into right now is the cabinets may be a little bit too wide.
Exactly.
But we can probably find some cabinets that are not as wide as, you know, this. This is pretty sick right there, dude. That would be nice.
Or better yet, we could even do something a little bit bigger, but we can build like the stove and the sink on top of this.
2-in-1, dude.
And just have like a couple cabinets at the bottom here. So we've got a bunch of ideas in our head. So we're just gonna keep on searching, keep on running around the store and see what else we can come up with. Alright, so we are back with our supplies, and this is all that we got for now. And what we're going to do with this stuff is actually build a bed slash table slash little lounge area. And the reason why we haven't bought our appliances just yet and all our cabinets and all that good stuff, because we do want to see what we're working with and see what size appliances we can buy, big or small and all that good stuff. But before we start building, we do actually want to give this whole entire area just like a nice white paint job. So we're probably going to remove these old lights because we do got some LEDs right there that are going to be a lot better. So let's just go ahead and get started with that, get this sucker painted, and then we're going to start building.
pretty sweet. It's just like a little extra storage area, or you could do like a HVAC unit, right?
I think we might as well just do an HVAC unit, you know what I mean?
We need to do make sure we take the measurements here and see what will fit in there. I think that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, this is perfect space. Now we're actually gonna take this one off too. We wanna go ahead and actually remove these because I don't really wanna paint over these bolts right here, and I wanna be able to remove it, you know, whenever we need to like install HVAC unit or something like that.
Hey, I've seen a couple people that build these. They actually make a little portal or a little door that goes into the cabin of the truck.
Really?
Yeah, so they can climb from the cab all the way to the back, which is pretty cool, I guess, if you're on the road, but I don't know if they'll do that.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll do all that. We're not gonna be using that thing that intensely, you know what I mean?
Exactly. We're not going, this is not gonna be a living quarters, this is Apocalypse rig.
Apocalypse, so if you got a bed and a kitchen, you're good, you know what I mean?
That's more than enough. And also, we did go ahead and remove these lights, and what did we decide about all the other sockets and plugs and all that good stuff?
We're deciding we might as well just go ahead and keep these. Personally, I think they look cool, you know, they give you that little military vibe, and honestly, we're gonna probably try to get all these sockets working, so that made me think about this power box right here, which we probably will leave, and just instead of their military connections to the to a generator, we'll probably do our own little connections, you know what I mean? Because we might just go ahead and throw like a little generator with us, just in case, you know, we need to run something.
Exactly. And for these lights right here, we're probably going to change those over to LEDs or totally get rid of them.
These lights, we're probably just going to leave them. We're not going to really mess with them, you know. We're just going to tape them off, you know, that military vibe look over there. I don't know, I wish we could actually keep these little stickers too, but we might just tape or just cut them
paint
out
over them or something, or cover them up. But let's go ahead and remove this other panel, and then I guess we're going to start cleaning this whole entire box up and start painting, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so everything is taped up, and we went ahead and cleaned the walls, ready for some paint. And we also went ahead and actually taped up some of these labels right here and on that fuse box right there. That way we can have a little bit of that original look to it. But anyways, we're probably going to go ahead and start mixing up our paint. As you can tell, we did open up all this stuff over here. That way we can paint it separately and the bolts are not painted. And we were also thinking to actually maybe even doing a glass here. What do you think? Should we do it?
The more glass, the better, I think, like, because you get better views. Or we may just do like a flap where you can
nice little, put a little hinge here, open it up, and you know, a little hook to keep it open, get a nice breeze through here. Or we were thinking that's actually a perfect spot for a generator, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Look, I think it has the mounts and all that good stuff. Look at that.
And nice and solid metal right there, so we can easily install a generator right there, easily install an HVAC unit right here. But that's later on. Let's go ahead and actually crack this paint open, mix it up, and then crack our supplies and just start throwing some paint on these walls. All right, so we just got one wall painted and it actually looks pretty dang good, but that actually took a good bit of time and it didn't even cover that good. So right now what we're gonna do is actually see if we can pour it in this gun right here. This is one of my old DeVilbiss guns, and we're gonna honestly just try to see if we can spray this stuff. If we can spray it, it's gonna be a lot quicker and a lot easier to cover everything up. So let's go ahead and pour some paint in here and see what it does. All right, guys, so that really didn't do nothing at all. We tried spraying it with this gun, but I think that paint is just way too thick for this automotive gun right here. But anyways, to speed things up, we're probably gonna run back to the store, either grab a new paint gun that they probably sell over there, or even just grab a new roller and brush, because that kit that we got is just a cheap old kit and it didn't come with the best supplies. But anyways, let's run back to the store and see what we can get.
All right, so we are here and we got a few options here, and I think you found the perfect one, dude.
Dude, hopefully this sucker works. I mean, look at that, fastest, smoothest, no need to thin paint, easy to use. Look, it's like up to 10 brushes and 4 rollers. So let's just go ahead and grab this one and we'll catch you guys back at the house.
Man, that looks like a futuristic weapon right there, man.
The thing's crazy looking. Hopefully it works as good as it looks.
I know, right? So let's just go ahead and figure out how to set this sucker up, pour up our paint, and I guess tape up a few more things, right?
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to tape up like the little window sills, because this is gonna fly everywhere, and see how it does.
Dang, son, that thing is zooming.
This thing's a beast right here, dude. It's actually shooting out a good bit of paint. I'm kind of scared to make a run in it, but it does cover like in one go, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah, look at that. Look at the difference between here and that wall over there that we did with the
roller, dude. Check that out, dude. That roller basically like puts like blotches in it. This thing right here, dude, this thing, you might as well go ahead and paint some cars with this thing, dude.
Worth the money right there, but it looks like you're running dry a little bit right there.
Yeah, it runs pretty fast. Like I said, it just throws it pretty thick, but dude, I love it. So let's just keep on going and see if we can hit this whole entire wall.
All right, so I just had to lock you in there just to get these doors taken care of, and man, I gotta say, it is looking nice and bright in here.
Dude, it looks sick, dude. That gun did its job perfectly. Look at that. That's just one coat on this whole entire thing, and it is starting to look sick. Look how much brighter it is and bigger feeling, basically.
Oh yeah, it does feel a lot brighter, and you know, I love this color, honestly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the white.
You got a little bit of paint on your nose, just a little bit, but it's all right. You're going ham.
I was going crazy, dude. I was trying to make it one coat, you know, fit perfectly so we don't have to spray another coat like another day or something like that. But dude, we are good to go, dude. That is sick. It did take a good bit of time, because you know that gun is pretty dang heavy and you got to refill it like every like 2-3 minutes. You know?
Exactly, because I mean, all it takes is one coat and it sprays it on thick, which is pretty cool, I guess. But I mean, everything is looking nice and smooth and slick. We only got 2 more pieces, right?
Yeah, we want to go ahead and actually bring in these 2 pieces. Probably put them on a stand in here and just spray them. That way everything in here can stay overnight and actually dry up. And dude, I can't wait till actually the next morning when we take all the tape off and the floor, dude, it's gonna look so good. All right, guys, so we finally got this thing nicely painted. It did get kind of late on us, and it's kind of starting to rain, so we need to shut this thing down, and we'll catch you guys in the morning.
Alright guys, so if you can't tell, it is the next day here, and we did fire up the heater, and that is because none of this paint actually fully dried. It's actually super wet to the touch. And I'm guessing because there was a ton of moisture in here, and it has been raining all night, so that's probably our issue. But there is a bunch of runs that we need to touch up with this roller right here. We're gonna go ahead and take care of that, leave this running, and then we're gonna run to a bunch of other stores and grab the rest of the supplies for all the other bills.
right, guys, so we got our paint here for our other projects, but right now, what do you want to do? Run to the Home Depot?
Yeah, we can start grabbing some, or actually, let's make it back to the house, see how the paint is drying right now.
Oh yeah, the heaters are still on. We need to go check up on that, so let's head straight there.
All right, so we are back with our supplies. We got a bunch of clear coat and some painting supplies for the Dodge Ram and also the Mustang. We got something epic coming for it, so stay tuned for that. But as of right now, this stuff is drying pretty good, but it's not 100% cured. There's still a few wet spots. So what we want to do is actually throw on these panels right here, bolt them up there, and get it even toastier in here. And since we didn't have time to build the bed, what we're going to do is actually grab the measurements because we know where we want to build the bed, and then we're actually going to run back to the Home Depot and start buying all of our appliances.
I mean, that thing is pretty short, but we want it as tall as this, right? As tall as the cabinet.
Yeah. So right now I just took the display off. I'm gonna put the display back on and grab the actual box.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir, that's right. Look at this mini fridge, man. We're gonna have it decked out a lot different than that. We're gonna get rid of the fruits and vegetables, but you know.
More Coca-Cola in there.
No, we're definitely gonna have fun with this. I can't wait to actually get it hooked up. This is all we purchased for now because we don't want to purchase too much. We want to see how much space we're working with.
Still, because it is, you know, it's pretty tight in there once you start throwing all this stuff in there. So that's exactly what we want to do, is throw a few things in there, see how it goes. And also, we were really concerned about how the Windows slider things are going to slide up because, you know, this thing is going to be right up against it. So we're going to look at all those differences and stuff like that. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump back in there and check if it's dry right now.
Oh, I think it is dry. If it's dry, let's unpeel that floor, dude.
Let's do it. All right, guys, so check this out. This thing is starting to look like a house in here. Come on in my cribs right here, folks. Dude, check out just the cabinet in the fridge alone, and we even threw some foam up here just to give it that countertop look. And I gotta say, if we do some kind of countertop, we probably should go with white. What do you say?
White granite would look absolutely amazing with a little bit of
granite.
Granite. I mean, you could put a lot of weight in here if you wanted to.
I wonder how much a slab like this will cost with some cutouts for our sink and stove. We're planning on doing a sink and stove directly on here. We already got our sink thing just up in here. It's actually, we did not go with the big one. We actually went with a pretty small one. Check that out, dude.
A tiny sink right there. Yeah, that's perfect right there.
Perfect.
Imagine if we extended the whole entire granite over the fridge like this.
Oh, dang, just one big piece and just do like this piece of wood right here on the side.
Exactly.
Dude, there's so many opportunities that we can do in here, and even throw like a cabinet on the wall. There's perfect room right there. Dude, this is gonna be insane. But as for our bed and stuff, we're probably gonna do that a little bit later because, I mean, we kind of had a little issue with our paint. To be honest with you guys, it kind of turned out pretty bad. If you can't tell, little blotches, and in the corners we have like paint that dripped off completely. And up here, as you can tell, little like, I don't even know what you would call that. What would you call that stuff?
I don't know. It's just like the paint wasn't drying fast enough or something like that. But the ceiling turned out amazing.
Dude, the ceiling is perfect. Feel that, dude. Nice and smooth. I wish the whole entire paint job turned out like that, but that ain't no big deal. We'll probably just give it a little bit more time to dry and just spray it one more coat. I think it was just because all that rain and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly.
Tons of moisture, but definitely let us know what you guys think, what else we should do in here. To be honest with you, we got plenty of room. All right, so that is gonna be a wrap for today's video. Make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything, because this build is gonna be absolutely epic when we're done with it. And also, if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram. And also, I did want to mention that we got some brand new merch on the website, so be sure to visit goonzquad.com goonzquad.com and help support your boys. So with all that being said, be sure to drop your comments and thoughts and suggestions down below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.